What's going on, gun family? Urban Gun Reviews, and today's video is episode 2 of Rate My Subscribers Guns. So we're gonna jump right into it. Let me tell you how we're gonna break this down though. Alright, I'm gonna rate your guns individually. 1 meaning they cheeks, and 2 meaning they fire. Alright, I'm gonna rate them individually, and then I'm gonna rate them as a whole. Alright, so first off, we got my girl, Miss K. Appreciate you for sending your guns through, you know what I mean, and letting me rate your guns. And the first gun that she got is the Glock 43 with the +1 Hive extender, Hogue grip, concealment express holster, and a Streamlight TLR6 laser light combo. I'm a big fan of the Glock 43. It was probably one of my first loves, but not the first love, but one of my first, you know what I mean, when it came to this gun thing. It was one of my first loves. I like the green, how it the extender, how it just gives it like a little bit of accent, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you gotta break up the monotony with them all black guns, and you just put a little color piece on there, and that's what that does with the +1 Hive extender. I'm really feeling that. What is that? Concealment express holster. I'm into them Kydex things, and I mean overall, I think it's a hot piece. So 1 to 10, 1 being cheeks, 2 being fire. I'm gonna give this one a 7. You know, like I said, I'm a big fan of the Glock and Glock 43 especially. So Miss Kim, you got a solid piece on your hands right here. Let's get into the next gun that she sent in. Now the next piece that she sent in was a 6-hour M400 tread with Olight Odin Mini with pressure pad, red Duramax magazines, a 30-round joint, Strike Industries ambidextrous charging handle, Strike Industries fork grip, what is that, 15-inch M-lock handguard, Magpul M-bus, front and rear sights, 6-hour Romeo 5 red dot, and a Magpul MS1 sling. Whew. This is a bad joint though right here. This is really nice. Like I said, with them all black guns, sometimes you gotta break up the monotony, and she threw them red joints on there, the charging handle, the fork grip, and that mag. They all looking fire though, for real, for real. I like it overall. Like, they got the light on there, like the rail, the sights. This thing is fire. So I'm gonna rate it right here. I'm gonna say 1 being cheeks and 2 being fuego. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna say this is a solid gun. Looks good, probably bang. It's just an overall nice joint. So Miss Kim, you got an 8 right there, 2 8s back to back. Let's get into the last joint that she sent in, and then we're gonna get up out of here. And the last joint that Miss K sent in was a Smith & Wesson M&P Bodyguard 38 Special plus P with Crimson Trace integrated laser hammerless design, 5-shot revolver, double action only, all tucked away in the concealment express holster. Me personally, I'm not really dived into the revolver game, but it's something I really want to you know, start messing with pretty soon. This looks like a nice piece. You got the all black metal joint or steel, whatever, and then you got the gray handle. Them 38 specials, bang, boy, I know that. This looks like a nice gun. Like, you gonna have to shoot me the price on this and tell me how much you pay for this. I might be in the market for one of these. But I mean, this is nice. Like I said, I never really shot revolvers and messed around with revolvers a lot, but I mean, I like this joint, and I'm gonna give this a 7.5. All right, so the 3 joints that you sent in, Miss K, I'm gonna give an overall, I'm just gonna give you an 8. You know, I think you had nice pieces. I really like that Glock, and that what was that, the Sig Sauer M400 was dope too. And then I'm feeling the revolver, even though I'm not really big into revolvers, but I'm trying to. I like all of them, you know. So Miss K, appreciate you for sending in your guns for me to rate, and you a real one for that. and hopefully you send in some more, and I'm gonna get up with you anyway. I hit you on a comment. I said I'm gonna get up with you, but like I said, appreciate you for sending your joints in. Let's move on to the next one. All right, now the next one is from my man Jay Street, and he sent me in 3 of his joints to rate. All right, the first one is a Smith & Wesson 2.0 compact 9mm with a 3.6-inch barrel, and I like this joint. Kind of a Smith & Wesson fan. Don't have too many of them. I just got one actually. The 2.0 compact is nice. Not really in the compacts too much anymore. All blacked out. I like the, all black everything, so I'm feeling that. 9mm is my favorite handgun caliber. So with the Smith & Wesson 2.0 compact, my brother, I'm gonna rate this one from 1 to 10. 1 being cheeks, and 2 being, 10, my bad, being fuego, that hot fire, that flame. I'm gonna give this one a 7. I'm gonna rate it a 7. All right, I'm feeling it, liking it. It's my M&P shield joint right there. All right, so the second gun that he sent in for me to rate was the Smith & Wesson SD9VE with a CT light, and he got the chrome slide with the black frame on it, and a CT light. I don't know what CT stands for. I don't know what company that is, but not really big in the chrome guns. And even though it's just a slide, I'm gonna let that slide. Even though it's just a slide, I'm gonna let it slide. But the SD9VE is something I was kind of interested in a while back. Never pulled the trigger on it. And overall, it seemed like a pretty decent piece. And I'm gonna rate your gun. And for the Smith & Wesson SD9VE, 1 being cheeks and 10 being fire, I'm gonna give this one a 6. It's just a plain Jane, I ain't trying to, knock in your gun or anything. Got the CT light on there. It's a solid piece, bro. And the third gun he sent in was the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. So obviously you are a Smith & Wesson fan, and ain't no problem with that. And this is the Shield Plus. The Shield Plus is kind of newer, I believe. And it's all black. Nice joint, solid. It's kind of like that micro range. And to me, not that I'm not feeling it, but I'm just not big on micros anymore. But overall, it's a nice gun. I know it. I know this. It's nice. It ain't no high point or anything like that. But when I rate this joint, I'm gonna give it a 6. All right. So the first joint you had, I think I rated a 7, and the last 2 I gave them 6s. So overall, for J Street, my man J Street, all your joints together, I'm gonna rate them and give them a 6.5. I'm gonna give you a 6.5 for all 3 of the joints that you sent in. Appreciate you, my brother, for sending in your joints for me to rate. Hopefully you send in some more whenever you get some more, and you enjoy this video. Let's get into the next guns that I'm finna rate. All right, gun family. So my man's STL Scrappy 99 King sent me in his guns to rate as well. And we're gonna go over them. We're gonna rate them, my man. We're gonna rate them. All right. So he says starting at the top, he got a Radical Firearms RF-15. He says it's the same as an AR-15, and he said he didn't really tell me much about it, but I like that scope that's on it. You got the bipod on the front. Also, you got the handguard on there. Nice stock, cool looking magazine, ball black, everything, of course. Looks like a solid firearm. I never really heard of an RF-15, but I'm gonna look into them and check them out. So if I was rating this gun, and 1 being cheeks and 10 being fire, I'm gonna give this one I'm gonna give it an 8. I like it. I like it. I like to know what barrel length this is. What is this, like a 16-inch barrel length or something like that? Definitely let me know when you see this video, my man. And the next gun is a Larson, I think it's a Larson 380. He said he had it for 25 years. 25 years, all right? So any gun that you got for that long is a classic. I mean, that should be in a museum. But if it's still bang, I ain't mad with you. All black, nice gun. Not really into the 380. Not really one of my favorite guns at all. It's just expensive, you know what I mean? For something that small, it'd be more expensive than 9mm, and that's before, you know, this little ammo thing we got. But so rating this joint, I'm gonna give it a 5. And then, you know what? I'm gonna give it a 7 just because you had it for 25. You had it for 25 years, and that's commitment. That's commitment, my man. And I ain't mad at you. So I'm gonna give you a 7. You got 2 bonus points on that one just for having it for a long ass time. And the next joint that he got next to it is his EDC. Says a Taurus G2C in the 40 caliber. And me myself, I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus fan. I say I don't love the triggers, but I like it. And I have a G3 myself. Don't carry it. Awesome gun, you know what I mean? It shoots really well. Never had any issues with it. I'm a fan of Taurus, you know. They make affordable guns, but they're not like, you know, cheaply made, you know, so I respect that. And 40 caliber, you know, you gotta be a man's man to carry that 40 caliber, because the 40 caliber, even though I'm trying to grab me a new one, I'm trying to get me that Glock 23 Gen 5 with the MOS. I'm trying to grab one of those. But not a lot of people really rock with the 40. And the 40 kind of died out for a little bit, but it's kind of making a comeback. So salute you for rocking that Taurus 40 and EDC in that thing, you know what I mean? So solid. And the last, is this the last joint? He said, yeah, the last is AREX 01CP chambered in 9mm. All right. I heard of the AREX. I heard of them. They're budget friendly, right in the $300 to $400 range, I believe, if it's the same gun that I'm talking about. But I'm pretty sure that it is. Not too many guns named the AREX. But I like it. He put the light on there. What is that? An O light. He didn't really put the name on it, but I see that it's an O light on the front. It looked clean. Like, it looked clean. I've heard mixed reactions about the AREX. I watch videos, and some of them are positive, and other ones, you know, people had problems with them. They've been on a couple different platforms that I watch, but I think it's a good looking gun. And one day, you know, when I'm just, you know, chilling and I'm looking for a gun that I just want to review, the AREX will definitely be on the list. So rating this gun, 1 being cheeks and 10 being fire, I'm gonna give this one a 7 just because I like it. It's budget friendly, and it's a good looking gun. You know, you got front and rear cocking serrations. I think there's a safety on it. Not a fan of safeties. I'm not a fan of manual safeties. I like trigger safeties and fire and block safeties or whatever. I like all that, but I don't like frame safeties and grip safeties and all that crap. I don't like that. But I'm not gonna take no points for that. And did I rate this already? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Would I give you an 8 for that? I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm tired, bro. And what did he say? What else? He did say something else. He said he's looking for a 12 gauge and a revolver. He just started this, and hopefully he'll have a wonderful collection like mine's one day. And he told me to stay blessed and stay strapped and keep reaching for the stars. Scrappy King, STL Scrappy King, STL Scrappy 99 King. My bad, brother. I didn't mean to butcher your name like that. I appreciate you sending your guns in, family. You got a nice collection here, and your overall collection, I'm gonna give you an 8 for everything, because I like that rifle, and everything besides the 380 I kind of like. The Taurus I like, and the AREX I like. The 380, even though you had it 25 years, so that just the dedication that you had into that, it makes me like it. Even though I don't personally like it, but the dedication to have a gun for 25 years, I respect it. I respect that. So your whole collection, I'm gonna give it 8. And I appreciate you for sending your guns in. Hopefully when you get your shotgun and your revolver, you send those in for me to rate them joints too. But that's all we got for today, gun family, on episode 2 of Rate My Subscribers Guns. Hopefully y'all were entertained and y'all liked what you seen. And if you want me to rate your guns, all you got to do is email me at urbangunreviews@gmail.com. It's my personal email. I respond to all of my emails. So if anybody ever email me, they've got a response from me. A lot of times, y'all don't send in all the information. I can't rate the guns without the information. Somebody sent me a whole bunch of fire guns, but they didn't give me any information about the guns, and I'm not just going to rate off the look. I want to know what it is, the caliber and all that stuff. So if you want me to rate your guns, send me all the information that goes along with the pictures as well. Alright, but it's Urban Gun Reviews. If you enjoyed this video or you just like my content, let me know by clicking the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that easily by clicking on the AR-15 in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you're not following me on all my social media sites, you can do that easily by going into the description, clicking all of those links, and then you'll be able to follow me on all my social media sites. And as always, gun family, stay blessed, stay strapped.